Beaupre used to have a dance once a month, and I'm sure nobody in the area ever missed one. And it was good, and they had things for the kids, like Halloween parties and all that sort of thing for the kids. And we had no tables in the dance hall. There was benches all around the outside of the room. And if you had a drink in your hand to set it down to dance, you could be sure that it would be kicked over when you got back.
Do you remember the shawtees?
Oh, yeah. There was a dance to a butterfly. I don't know, but the guys would grab your arm when they're swinging you, and every one of us had bruises on our arms. But it was also fun.
And everybody brought their own food?
I don't know how the lunches got there for the dances. I know for the card parties we had there that somebody would bring it, but I don't remember. I guess I didn't eat. I didn't go to eat. Anyway, everybody knew everybody, you know, and I would say when we lived at Benchlands, the neighbors were more drop-in then, and over here it was, because there's more people, and there's some lived here all the time and some didn't. And why did we move to Jameson? Because we had horses, and at Benchlands there's really nowhere to keep your horses, and they're on this side of the river, so we may as well be here too. And besides, we had a bigger house. For the first while, we'd go back all the time. And then it got so that when we invited people out, they'd say, well, you know, why don't you guys come in here, it's closer. And then we did that for a while. You know what? No, it's no closer, it's the same distance. So then we'd say, no, it's you guys' turn, and kind of dropped off. So then we just mixed with the people who were closest to us, which was good too. It had snowed, I think. I don't think it was snowing when we decided to go, but it had snowed. And June was always the driver. In those days, I didn't drive. June and Joan didn't either. June drove all the time. And we had a Toyota Corolla, just fairly small car. And the kids wanted to go in, and she said, well, we'll give it a try. So they, of course, kids are noisy, and she'd keep telling them, you have to be quiet. I can't be driving if you guys are going to be this noisy. So, okay, they're quiet again for a minute. And we got right up beside Beaupre, and there was a big snowdrift across the road, and that was the end of the movie. We went home again when we got out. I don't really know that there was any particular thing. They liked outside. They're outdoor kids, all of them. And
The frog pond was good.
Pardon me?
The frog pond was good.
Oh, yeah. We had some neighbors out there that didn't like our kids very well because they'd go in the frog pond and they got their water supply from there. And there was a fence across, and once in a while the kids got on the other side of the fence. But the kids had fun.
Did you use wood heat?
The first winter we were there, we used the fireplace for a while only, though. And then there's no basement over there. So then Dennis dug a hole down underneath the house, and we put the furnace underneath. But we did have gas furnace. The people who bought it took it down piece by piece. I got a phone call one day, and they asked me if I wanted any pieces from the old house that they were taking it down. And I said no, but since then I've thought, why didn't I take one small piece? But I didn't. And then they built a modern house down there. Ours was just a cabin. And a funny thing, we were at Wasson's one day, and they were talking about this gentleman that was helping Guy Gibson build houses and things. And Bill said, oh, it was Evelyn's boyfriend. So anyway, they were talking, and he was in the services, and he was a fairly short fellow, and his lady friend was Cleo, and lives in Calgary. And I said, his name wouldn't be Chester, would it? Yeah. How do you know that? And I said, and the last name is Brower? It is. That's my uncle. Which I didn't know that he had done that even until they started talking. So she dug out a picture, and sure enough, it was my uncle. Small world.